New Lands, by Charles Hoyfort, Part 1, Chapter 5d. Whatever we think of Flammarion, we admire his deftness. But we shall have an English instance of the ways in which astronomy maintained itself and controls those who say they see that which they should not see, which does seem beefy. One turns the not very attractive-looking pages of the English Mechanic, 1893, casually, perhaps, at any rate in no expectations of sensations, glaring at one, a sketch of such a botanico-pathologic monstrosity as a muskmelon with rows of bunions on it. English Mechanic, October 20th, 1893. The reader is told, by Andrew Barclay, Fellow of the Royal Astronomical Society, Kilmarnock, Scotland, that this enormity is the planet Jupiter, according to the speculum of his Gregorian telescope. In the next issue of the English Mechanic, Captain Noble, Fellow of the Royal Astronomical Society, writes, gently enough, that, if he had such a telescope, he would dispose of the optical parts for whatever they would bring, and make a chimney cowl of the tube. English Mechanic, 1893, pages 2 to 309. The Planet Mars, by Andrew Barclay, a dark sphere, surrounded by a thick ring of lighter material, attached to it another sphere of half its diameter, a sketch as gross and repellent to a conventionalist as the museum freak, in whose body the head of the dangling twin is embedded, its dwarfed body lopping out from his side. There is a description by Mr. Barclay, according to whom the main body is red and the protuberance blue. Captain Noble, preposterous last straw that breaks the camel's back. Mr. Barclay comes back with some observations upon Jupiter's lumps, and then in the rest of the volume is not heard from again. One reads on, interested in quieter matters, and gradually forgets the controversy. English Mechanic, August 23, 1897. A gallery of monstrosities. Andrew Barclay, signing himself Fellow of the Royal Astronomical Society, exhibiting the planet Jupiter, 6 times encircled with lumps, afflicted Mars, with his partly embedded twin reduced in size, but still a distress to all properly trained observers, the planet Saturn, shaped like a mushroom with a ring around it. Captain Noble, Mr. Barclay is not a Fellow of the Royal Astronomical Society, and, were the game worth the candle, might be restrained by injunction from so describing himself. And upon page 362 of this volume of the English Mechanic, Captain Noble calls the whole matter a pseudo-fellow of the Royal Astronomical Society's crazy hallucinations.